Monkey Man is written and directed by Dev Patel and stars him as well, and tells the story of an anonymous young man who is unleashing a campaign of vengeance against the corrupt leaders who murdered his mother, continue to systematically victimize the poor and the powerless. I remember seeing the trailers of this film and being very intrigued. The action looked awesome, the character looked like he was going to be a lot of fun to watch. There was some aspects of it that looked like it was inspired by John Wick, and to the critics, it seemed like they were saying that it is like John Wick but Indian, with Indian culture, and I was interested. It looked like a lot of fun. I did get a chance to see it in theaters. I saw it on Peacock, and once I turned that on and watched the entire film, I felt like I got something even deeper than just a John Wick ripoff kind of film. It felt like the movie wanted to explore more about this character's past and how important his culture is to him and his family, and how the people in power affected him and other people who have suffered like him. And that gives him the motivation to go up against the higher powers that to him are very much the devil, really. They are the worst kind of people and scumbag, because he witnessed some atrocities as a child that he can't unsee, and we explore a lot of that childhood through flashbacks, and we understand how he became the man he is at this point. And even then, he is still rusty around the edges. He's not a perfect fighter. He is like losing purposely in like boxing ring, but even in real fights, he is not the best kind of fighter. He is strong, but he is still not strong enough to take on some of these guys that he has to go up against. That isn't until he needs to look deep within himself to really be able to come out on top and prove to not just the entire world, but to himself that he is worth something. And I felt like Dev Patel brought this character not just so much to the physical performance, but to his facial expressions, to the way he moves. You can understand the pain he's going through. The directing of the action also is incredible. Really grungy, really grounded. There is a bit of shaky cam, but it is not like horrible shaky cam, more like it was handheld. Because you can still see everything that's going on, but because the film wanted to go for a more grounded approach, the camera is mostly held in like low level worm's eye view shots, or just being handheld in like a tripod. And it's not like shaking around like everywhere you cannot see. It tries to feel realistic. It tried to be a bit more dirty. It's not stylistic like John Wick. Though there are times where the shaky cam can come and pop his ugly head, and it's hard to see the action, especially when it's taking place in dark lit rooms, really. And it felt like the antagonist also could have been built up a little bit more for me to really hate him, because while I do hate what he did, and we explore a lot about how this bad guy is a douchebag, we also get some other bad guys here that don't serve as much of a purpose to the plot, and they just felt like out of nowhere and just there for the hero to go up against. All in all, I just didn't care about the villains really all that much. They were probably the most underwhelming part in the entire film, and I would have changed a lot of their characteristics or just cut them down, really. That's what I would do, really. It just felt like the movie tried to do a bit too much, tried to give the character here that Dev Patel plays a bit too much to like handle and to go up against. I felt like if they trimmed all of that down, you could save some time, cut the film to be a bit tighter, because it sometimes does feel like it is dragging on a bit when it's focusing on some other characters that we just don't care all that much about. But the cinematography is great, the action is great, Dev Patel's direction is really good, especially in the action, and his performance as this Monkey Man character, I think was awesome. I do recommend you guys go check it out. It's a bit overhyped in my opinion, but still, I thought it was a really entertaining action film, and I'm going to give Monkey Man a B+. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.